I refused to be my brother's best man after he chose his ex over his fiancée. My brother Jake got engaged to Amy last February. They'd been together 3 years. He called me after proposing and asked me to be his best man. I said yeah, obviously. 4 months before the wedding, Jake calls me at 10:30 at night. I need to invite Brianna to the wedding. Brianna was his ex from college. They dated for 9 months and I hadn't heard her name in 5 years. Okay, so invite her then, I said. Amy doesn't want her there. I asked why he was trying to invite an ex his fiancée already shot down. He got defensive, saying Brianna was still a friend and Amy was being controlling. That didn't make sense. I'd never seen Brianna at family stuff. Jake never mentioned her. I told him to respect Amy's feelings. He said, I'm inviting her anyway. Amy will get over it, then hung up. 2 weeks later, my mom called. Amy found the invitation Jake sent behind her back and was threatening to cancel everything. Mom wanted me to talk sense into him. I called Jake. He immediately started saying Brianna was going through a rough time and needed support. What rough time? It's personal. I can't talk about it. Bro, you don't blow up your engagement over vague problems. Something else was going on. Are you cheating on Amy? No. I just need Brianna at the wedding and Amy needs to accept that. He sounded low-key panicked. I told him he was choosing his ex over his future wife. He said I wouldn't understand. Then I'm not being your best man. He laughed bitterly. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm not standing up there while you disrespect Amy like this. He called me a terrible brother and hung up. My mom texted for 3 days trying to change my mind. I didn't answer. Jake asked our cousin Devin to be best man. The wedding was last month. I sat in the back. Brianna was there in the 3rd row wearing purple, looking miserable. During the vows, she stared at the floor. At the reception, I was grabbing a beer when Brianna stood up holding a manila envelope. She walked to the head table and put it in front of Amy. Amy looked confused. Brianna said something, then walked away. Amy opened it, and her face went white. Jake jumped up so fast his chair crashed backward. He tried to grab the papers, but Amy stepped back. Then Amy yelled, "You have a kid?" Every conversation stopped. Amy held the papers higher. "You have a 3-year-old daughter?" The music cut off. Dead silence. Brianna had a daughter. Jake was the father. He'd been paying child support for 3 years using a secret bank account. Brianna brought the paternity test, court orders, all of it. Amy threw her bouquet at Jake, then walked out. Her bridesmaids followed. Amy's dad stood up. This guy's huge. Used to play college football. He walked right up to Jake. "You lying piece of trash. We paid for this whole thing." My dad tried to get between them. Amy's dad shoved past him. Half the room started leaving. Jake just stood there. Then Amy came back with her maid of honor. They went to the gift table and started grabbing envelopes with checks and cash. Her maid of honor had a garbage bag. Jake finally moved. "What are you doing?" "Taking what we can get since my parents are never seeing their money back," Amy said flatly. Jake grabbed for the bag. Amy's maid of honor yanked it away. "Touch her and I'm calling the cops." Security showed up and made everyone leave. In the parking lot, Amy's dad and Jake were screaming at each other. My dad was separating them. Amy sat in her car in her wedding dress, counting cash. I got in my car and left. Jake called the next morning. I didn't pick up. He left a voicemail saying I was right and he was sorry. I deleted it. I found out later Jake had this delusional plan. He was gonna tell Amy about his daughter after the honeymoon. He wanted Brianna at the wedding so Amy could meet her in a positive environment first. Then when he dropped the kid news, Amy wouldn't freak out as bad. Dead ass the dumbest plan ever. Brianna went along with it because Jake was paying support. But the week before the wedding, she couldn't do it. She realized Amy was about to marry someone who'd been lying for 3 years. Amy's parents are suing Jake for 28 grand.